What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little educational video for a lot of you on this channel. This is all going to be review, so I kind of don't expect you to watch it from the beginning to the end. For those of you who are new to trading and you are looking for the basics in order to get started, we're going to start out with the absolute bare minimum, bare bones. In order for you to get started into trading, we're getting rid of all the noise. We're getting rid of all the craziness that you see on the internet. We're going to be using support levels, resistance levels, trend lines, and Fibonacci. This is the absolute core of all of my trading, and I have been a profitable trader for, I believe it's been 4 years now. Anyways, yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting out, you're going to want to find your major levels of support and resistance, because these are levels in which the price is going to react, whether it's buying or selling pressure. If it's below it and you're coming up to this level, it will act as a resistance. If you're above it and you're coming down to this level, it will act as a support. This is the whole point of support and resistance levels. To get these levels, you go back in time. For me personally, I like to use the weekly time frame because these levels usually pan out to be the strongest. You start from your farthest left and then you go right. So right here you can see on the initial candle that it came out, you had a low sitting at 0.616. You had a high sitting around 1.520. You can then look to your right and see how price has interacted with this level. Acted as a support, came close, but still was a support. Even on this deep wick down, became support. And then once you fell below it, it became a resistance right here. So this is a very important level. Another level we're going to focus in on is this one right here, because price action held and then it became a support, tried to be a support, became a resistance, so on and so forth. Even on this deep wick to the downside, it was trying to act as a major support before it became resistance. So this is actually a very good, these levels right now, these are all the levels we're going to focus in on because these are the levels that are most important at the moment. We do have a level right here as well, and we're going to put that right in there. So if we look over to the right, you can see utilized as support before we fell through, became resistance. It's important. Anyways, now we're going to focus on our first trend line. Now on our trend here, it's a lot easier if you have an RSI and things like that, but that's for another video. For now, we're keeping it bare bones. We're keeping it real simple. We had two different levels. We had a high, lower high, and then look at this, became such a debacle before we fell below it. Now we are broken out again. Either way, this was the trend to beat, and C token was having one heck of a time trying to get out of there. Anyways, right now, right this moment, on the weekly, you are outside of it. This is great. This is awesome. Now let's go into a lower time frame. So this is all on the weekly. The weekly time frame matters greatly when it comes to long-term movement. This is going to give you your trends. This is also going to let you know what's going on. I just drew this trend line right here because I noticed you had a low, a higher low, you came up, wanted to see how it interacted. It tried to bearishly backtest the trend, but you were already coming down so heavily that it couldn't quite get there. Anyways, I'm going to leave that up here for now because in the future, that could cause a problem. Anyways, I'm going to leave that out there. It's going to be there for the future. Going into our daily time frame here. On the daily, now what we're looking for are still levels, but now you're going to start learning where to pull your Fibonacci levels so that you can see if we do start seeing more bullish consolidation, start seeing higher lows happening, then where could this price action lead us? Right this moment, right this second, I'm not very optimistic about higher prices because all you see is lower lows, and another lower low. You're trying to level out right now. However, you're not making any higher highs. So even when you spiked up right here, this was a lower high than this high. So you can see that right there. So in reality, for traders, you would then mark out a trend right there, but you could also mark one out right here because you are currently broken out. So we're going to mark it out right here as a trend right there. So anything below this trend, we are automatically telling ourselves, okay, we're looking to short the market. We're looking for lower moves to the downside. Here we go on the Fibonacci's. So we're going to start out with, let's just say the price decided to maintain higher lows. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not doing that because we had a low, higher low, and we just broke through it. So we're not really worried about that right now. We are going to focus in on shorting. So, okay, shorting. Anyways, first thing first, you see a high, lower high. This is now a trend because we did make a third lower high after it. You need 3 in a row in order for it to become a trend. Therefore, we can utilize our trend-based Fibonacci extension levels. These are going to give us targets in which we are going to focus on where we take profits on our trade. So we mark out the high, we bring it to the low, and then we bring it to the lower high. Now on this lower high, you have 3 separate profit-taking levels. There's number 1, the common retrace level, number 2, the 100% level, and number 3, the 1618. This is when the price is just going above and beyond in your favor. So right now, right this moment, if you were getting in on this high right here, you would have had 3 separate targets. So your target number 1 from this lower high was to come down to the 618 common retrace right here. You can also see how the price action started chopping around in this zone. That's because people who were going short were taking profit on this 16% drop. So that was a good level to take some profits at. Another level is going to be right here at this 100% in the trend's favor, which you can see we did get a green candle just below it. We also got a wick high. People were taking profits right here, but the strength in the market was way too weak to hold the price up. So level number 2 was going to be right down here where you have a 30% move to the downside. Now, your third target, which has not been hit yet, and note it, does not always hit, actually the 1618, unless the market is in a very strong trend, usually is a lot harder to hit. But anyways, third target would have been a nice little 53% move to the downside. Currently speaking, it does kind of look like we're going to come down there and test some support because we did break a level of support. Now we wait for for bids to come in which we would look for the next level of support. But let's just say that wasn't the case. Let's say we maintained our higher lows. What would we think of next? Well, this is where we pull Fibonacci retracement levels, and this is where you end up looking for different areas in which the price was consolidating and then it fell. So you're seeing right here, you had a sideways consolidation, you fell, sideways consolidation, you fell, now you're doing another sideways consolidation. So this is one thing that will catch a lot of traders off guard when they pull Fibonacci retracement levels, because you are looking for a common retrace, which is between the 5.0 and 618. But normally you would have a lot of traders pull from this consolidation level, forgetting you had sideways consolidation right here. So you would actually pull from your high to your low, and here you go. You would be looking for anything between the 0794 and the 0826. Now if we zoom in here, you can see we almost made it to that 5.0. Almost. Meaning there might, just might, still be a little bit left in the tank because we didn't quite make it to the bearish 5.0 or the 618 common retrace. So right now, right this moment, if anyone was betting to the upside, they would be focusing in on this entire zone right here for the price to come up, get in there, touch it, and then a possible rollover. As of right now, the weakness in the market is not helping this particular asset at all. We are just looking for further downside. So let's, of course, go ahead and jump into the 4-hour time frame, and let's see if we see anything different. Of course, here we do. So on the 4-hour time frame, what we can notice very distinctly is we did have a nice little spike up, then we had a lower high. So at that point in time, we're noticing, oh, no one's caring about the daily time frame for this one. What they're really focusing in on is this 4-hour time frame. You not only got a nice little bounce, you got above the 618 common retrace, you got all the way into the 886, 786 range. This is actually a great retrace from this failure to V-shape up is what we're going to call it. But yeah, it basically just shows how weak the market is, and we could get a continuation to the downside from here. So if you're trading on a shorter term time frame, the best part about this little method, it works on all time frames. That's why I like it so much. So anyways, you would just focus in on this, and you would be focused on, you're already at that 618 level, you're going to be focusing on the 1 and the 1618. At this point, you're looking for confluence from your previous levels. Now you're getting a confluence around the 1618, so you're thinking price is going to go down there and test it. So right now, right this moment, you would be looking for a nice little 15% move to the downside for this particular asset called C token. So hopefully I explained this clearly enough. Hopefully it made sense to you, and you can actually take a little value from this video. I tried to explain it as clearly as I could. If it was too fast for you, leave a comment. I'll try and break it down a little slower, but if it does help you in any way on how to use trend lines, Fibonacci, as well as support and resistance levels, I would love to hear a comment about it. And if you want, you can always join the Discord. We do have a free Discord. You can ask and request charts inside of the Discord, but also if you ever have any questions on education or anything like that, I will do my best ability to help you out in any way that I can. Other than that, everybody, I'm going to get on out of here. Hopefully you got a little bit of value out of this. Hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, and if you do feel like you are an expert trader out there and you're ready to jump in with some capital, we do have 3 affiliated exchanges. That is Blowfin, Buy DeFi, and Weeks. All the links are down in the description below. You can get great deposit bonuses, great trading bonuses. Take full advantage of the house's money while you can. Anyways, have a great day. Keep your stop losses tight, and I'll see you in the next one.